Hello friends, welcome to this new video in MongoDB Sharding video series. This is part 3 of the video series. I'm going to give you a complete step-by-step demo on Windows localhost setup. We will see all the steps including data importing, right, that how we can import data in a MongoDB sharded cluster, and you can also learn by practicing. I will post all these details in my GitHub account. You can visit my GitHub page and download the given commands and practice on your local Windows machine. In a couple of days I will be sharing the same steps over Linux, and then later on how to do the same thing on AWS EC2 machines also. So let us start. This is just a recap, video 1 and video 2, in case you have not watched my previous 2 videos in this series. So this is the coverage which I am going to share. I am not spending any more time on this. You can watch those videos. This is just for your reference that the details have been covered in my previous video 1 and video 2. Links will be there in your YouTube player. And this is quiz video 1, just to let you check your knowledge. Again, not much time on this. Video 2 quiz. You can post your comments in the comment section of this video. Components of MongoDB sharding. This is just a recap that what all components I am going to show you. I am going to show you replica set of config servers including commands and everything. Then MongoOS, how we will use one MongoOS router that will connect us to the actual shard. We will again create a MongoDB shard with the replica set. In this demo, I am going to cover the complete details, how to start a config server, which folder you need, then how to set up a MongoOS, how to set up a shard in replica set environment, and then how to create another shard, then importing of that data, right? All these things you are going to watch in this video, and I hope that you will like this video and you will learn a lot about MongoDB sharding, right, in this video. Practical aspect. Earlier we have discussed theory, now we are going to discuss practical aspects of this. Let us start with sharding setup localhost. So what do you need for that? First, you please create folders. For that I am going to show you. Now as you can see that the folders have been created. So all these folder names you can find it in the GitHub folder commands file, or these folders you can keep it any name. You can have any name for these folders. So that is up to you. Only thing is whatever folder you create, those should be mentioned in the command. So you should please replace these paths or folder name based upon your configuration settings. So now what I will need is I will open the command line, right, and I will paste the first command here. Now what does this command is? This is creating a MongoDB instance. Type is config server. This is the type. It is saying that this is config server. Which port? Please note that this is very important. So you will have to create MongoDB instance. So whichever port is not used by your system, you can keep that port. You can take that port for this particular exercise. Then bind IP localhost. Please note that this is the property which is mandatory and this is the value for that. Same way bind IP localhost. Now this property REPL set, right? So this is it's saying that we want to start this MongoDB instance as a part of replica set. Now this is the name of replica set, config REPL, and this is the path of our database where we want to keep our config server data. So let us start this. Now you can see that it has started. Now let us start the second one. I am copying this command. You can also copy, but please note that you will have to understand this command and paste it in the new instance. Open a new terminal, and here at the top you can see that it is saying 2802, right? Config server 1. So this is how you can identify that which server is running on which terminal, because there are lot many terminals which we are going to start with this process. So this is the third replica set instance for MongoDB config server. Another terminal, another command. Okay, so this is the third instance we have started. Now what we have to do is we have to initiate this Mongo sh process. This is the place from where you can download MongoDB sh, right? This we will need. You can download it and install it on your localhost Windows based upon your operating system, right? You can download it. Now let us move further. Let us open a new terminal, sh, this one, and we will start it. Now please note that here I have connected to port 28041, right? You can make any one of these as your primary replica set, or you can connect this Mongo sh to any of these, right? I am connecting to this. Now if you see, it has connected me. Now I can see that I can just say that, so this is the rsconf. So I want to define the rs configuration through which I will initiate the replica set, right? So this is another command which you need not to worry about any further, because I will be creating a new video on replication as well. So there I will cover all these things. So you please run this command. Run this command. And now here you will see that it is saying rs initiate. This is another command through which I am telling the system that using this rs configuration initiate the replica set. Now if you see this configuration, it says that which config REPL, this is the name of replica set, right? And members id 0, I have given this localhost colon 28041, right? So same way id 1, next member id 2, and if you see this port number and this port number is matching. Now if I run rs.status, it will tell me that my replica set for config server has started, right? If you see all these things, that 28041 is assigned primary, and this one as secondary, and this one as secondary as well, right? So this is how we have started config server replica set. Now we will start the MongoDB shard. Let us open a new terminal. Now one thing which I would like to bring into your kind attention is that here the type is shard svr, which is shard server. Here it was config server. So now let us start the first instance of replica set of first shard, right? So I am going to open another command terminal. Now if you see here, I have 5 terminals so far, and it will grow. So it will go to 10 to 12. Let me go copying the another command, open a new terminal and run the second command. Third instance of first shard in a replica set. I will open the another set, and this is how I can start the third instance. Now again, as we start connected to any of these instance in the config server case, here also we are doing the same thing. We are connecting to any one of these shard instance, right, replica set instance, and then we will again initiate the configuration, right, here same name of replica set, members, and then initiate. Let us do that here also. So first I will connect. It is connected successfully. Now I will rsconf, right, and rs initiate, rs dot status. Now if you see here, now it is saying replica set name is shard repl, repl. Just it could be any name as per your use case or as per your practice, whatever name you want to use. Then prime, secondary. Here it is all showing all the secondaries. Let us run this rs.status command once again. And here this time you can see that it is primary, secondary, and secondary, because first time it was just because I am using all these things on my local machine, right? So it may take some time. So in your case also, based upon RAM and other things, right? So this is how I have started first shard, right? So now let us add a new shard instance here. I'm just here, I have not created any shard cluster. I'm just creating a replica set, right? I have not added any shard into the system so far. It is just a replica set with these three nodes. In the first, we will call it as a shard, but here it is just a replica set here in shard REPL, right? Same way here we are going to create another shard replica set instance. So another MongoDB instance in a replica set environment. Here the sharding has not come into picture so far. We are just setting the background for that. We are basically doing the groundwork to create a sharded cluster. So let us open a new terminal, command prompt basically, and run that command. Here if you see, this is the another port number and the name of replica set is shard2 repl. Now another terminal we will open, run the another command, and then third terminal, sorry, now another terminal, run the third instance, again connect to one of these instances, open a new terminal, initiate or mention the configuration for this, name of replica set, define members, right, mention these here, right, and then rs.initiate conf, okay, so then rs.status. Now you can see that here also it is saying secondary, but what we want to do is we will run this command again. Now it is saying primary. Now if you see, now what we have to do is we have to connect to MongoS. Basically we have to use MongoS. There I will run this command. Now one thing which you would have to note is that it says that MongoS, we want to connect to config.db, right? Now if you remember, this is the name of config replica, right? Then all the details of that particular, all the members of that replica set, right? And it is on localhost. Let us run this command there. I'm sorry, I pasted it twice, so I will run it again. Now you can see that it has started connecting to that replica set. Now if I go to my folder structure, there you will see that The data has already started, means whatever configuration it has to maintain, it is already there in each of the servers, right? Same way in shard2 replica, whatever admin database or all those details, it has already created in this folders, right? Because if you remember here, we need MongoOS to connect to our shard servers, right? Or config servers. It will fetch that, right? So this is how now we are going to do that step. If you look at here, what we are going to do is we are going to connect to our local host and uh, which is running at 27017 in our case. In case you want to do it on different port, you can run this MongoOS on a different port, right? Then here also that port will change. So let us connect. Let us open a new terminal, again a new terminal, right? So I am going to open that. So now I am connected to MongoOS. If you see here, here you will see MongoOS, right? Now it is time to add our shard, add shard, right? So you can run this command sh.add shard, name of replica set and the members of that. Now let us add this. Please remember, so for this you will have to connect to MongoOS server which is running on port number 27017. So I am connecting this to there. sh.add shard. Now it says that shard added, right? Yay! We have added the shard. Let us add another shard here. Right? Now you can see that another shard has also been added. Shard added. Okay, okay. Right? Let me clear this. Let me clear this and let us run sh.status command. It says that shards, two shards, 1, 2. Okay. Active MongoOS, it is version of that. Auto split, right? You will have to refer to my previous videos, video 1 and video 2 to get idea of this. Currently enabled, yes. Currently enabled balancer is enabled, right? Databases, it is saying it right now it is having only config database, right? Nothing else. And there is no collection. And it is partitioned true, right? So this is how sharding on your local system is set up. Right now, it is set up on your machine. Now what we are going to do next is that we are going to import data now, right? So first of all, in this case, shards, two shards, auto split balancer databases, right? Okay, so now let me connect MongoDB Compass to this particular sharded cluster and see. MongoDB Compass, and I will connect to this sharded cluster. As you might have guessed, I will mention this port number, right? Because I have to connect to this MongoOS. Port number and localhost. Here MongoOS, where port number this. I will just change this connection string a little here. So I will just mention that I want to connect MongoDB :// localhost port number 27017 and connect. Now let us see what does it return. It has returned admin and config, right? So this is how, right now there is nothing inside this. Now let us create a demo database collection zips, create database, import data into this. We are going to create data, import, some number of records are coming here. Let us say done. So now please note that city, state and pop fields are there. City and states are having relatively lower cardinality. State is having lower, city may be having more cardinality than state. but here we are going to use pop as a shard key, and we are going to use hashed sharding for this. So let us create an index for that. Here let us demo zips and indexes, create an index, options. Here I will remove this from here and I will use this as use demo, right? Show collections zips sh dot status. Let us see. It has shown that database is this because it was already created. So no collection is right now sharded. So let me create an index db dot zips dot create index. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an index on pop field pop, and I'm going to create a hashed index for that. Please note that you will have to create a hashed index in order to enable hashed sharding on that particular field. So I have created a field here and it says that pop hash. Let us see in compass. Compass is not giving me an option to create a hashed index. That's why I have selected this one, or I'm not aware that which one of these is option for creating a hashed index. So if I refresh here, you can see that the index has been created and it is of the type hashed. But here if I create, so I'm not sure which option will create a hashed index in compass, right? So now what we are going to do is we are going to create a hashed sharding on this sh.shard collection demo.zips. Complete namespace we have to give, and the field name and the type of sharding. Okay, it says that sharding not enabled. Let us enable that also. Sharding enabled. It says okay. Collection is also sharded finally. That collection sharded, right? So now let us say sh dot status. Now you can see that this database, this collection is also sharded now. Shard key is pop, hashed, unique, false, balancing, true. Chunk metadata is mostly stored on this shard. Number of chunks, it is only having one chunk. That is why it is not showing on the other shard so far. So in order to show you that data exists on the another shard, I am going to create a new collection which is having much more data than the default chunk size, right? So that it is distributed amongst different shards. So I'm going to create a new collection and we will enable sharding on that collection as well. I'm going to import that data as well. So I'm going to create a new collection called test, create collection, right? And then it is, let us import data, browse test.json. Don't worry about the fields in that. We just want to see that after importing this much data, right, how our two shards are having some data or not, whether it is still having data on single shard. That is what I am going to show you. Rest of the things we will cover in the next video. So this I can create from here also. Indexes, create index, ISO code, ISO code 1, create index. Let us create a sharding. Let us enable shard here. Okay, it says that sharding enable. If you see here, I have run sh.status command. It is showing that chunks distribution is like this. From ISO code this, right? It says that on shard this kind of data is there here, right? So I can also find out distribution, that distribution of this particular collection. So it says that out of this total data, how much data is there on this particular shard, how much data is there on this shard, right? So this is the end-to-end demo, right? If we want to, let us say, distribution of this particular collection, that also we can find. Let us find out the distribution zips collection. It says that the whole data is residing on this. How many chunks? 1. In this case, it was 5. So with this, I would like to end this video here, and I hope you have liked and enjoyed this video, and you have learned how to set up MongoDB sharding on a single node local host Windows 10 machine, right? All those things we have set up two nodes shards here, right? With all those two nodes as a replica set. Also config server was also a setup as a replica set, and I hope you have learned this. You know all the components in practice. I will place the collection link in the description section of this video so that you can download. And if you are more creative, you can create more data. You can add one more shard replica set into this sharded cluster and practice on your own and see how data distributes amongst different shards based upon different key. You can choose that different shard key and practice on that, play around this. So in the end, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe to my channel, and please share this video if you feel appropriate. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Take care. See you in the next video.